So hey guys, welcome back to Split by the Badge. I'm David, this is Joshua, the two brothers, and we are here for the El Clasico special for the Copa del Rey. We have our friend, our brother,
I'm
and
back.
the United fan back for with us today on the podcast. And so
So
Wait,
yeah,
before we start, 1 minute. Before we start,
uh-huh.
which team will you support in the finals? I mean, I think it's a pretty because they are high clubs, but okay.
yeah, I'll be supporting Madrid in this because I feel Madrid is a club that, as David said earlier, I think he mentioned it. They might be unpredictable because you never know, right?
Yeah,
And the way you all play with the high line, you never know. It's just one ball over the top,
yeah, definitely.
so you never know anything. But I fancy Madrid to win
But then, offside.
and the
So
diving.
we'll move on with this episode.
All right, so you all both up against each other.
Yeah,
The last time this happened, the
5-2.
I think we know what happened this season. The last times we
5-2.
and the previous time in the league.
I forget things that.
that's why I love these
Yeah.
guys. They just keep on arguing amongst each other.
That's why we started this podcast as well.
Silence podcast, yeah. We're like, we'll air out our drama on the internet.
Exactly.
Yeah, so it was 4-0 by the way.
Okay.
I do
Damn, so
remember
that's
that.
9 to an aggregate.
Yeah. Oh.
9-2.
On God, on aggregate.
Yeah, that's crazy.
9-2.
On aggregate. I mean,
So-
I know a team who lost 8-2.
In a single game.
In a single
90
game.
minutes. So I mean, technically one
Yeah.
game is okay. Then
Yeah.
in that case.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
makes
So
sense.
moving on. So, first, Joshua, what do you expect from this game?
So of course, even I mean like we've seen that Madrid are not in form whatsoever, but I think that even I mean right now Barca they look more likely to win. Of course, if there's anyone who is looking like they will win the matches, of course looks like it'll be Barca. But right now by the recent form they have little dropped a little bit. Maybe it's because of the overplaying and all that fatigue and stuff which is playing. Plus we have got like key injuries. Lewandowski is out for the CDR finals.
Is it?
Yeah, he's out for 2 weeks, so I think he should be out for that. Balde is out, but he might just make it in time for. I hope he makes it in time because we need him over there. Because if we have him, I think Madrid are cooked. Because I think in the striker we have got Ferran Torres as a backup, and he's been in form. He's been stepping up whenever.
Yeah.
Ferran
He's
Torres
had
is
already
good.
10 goals, I think, in the season.
Also, shout out Ferran Torres because not many people give him the respect that he deserves. Playing
definitely.
in that position, like if you know football tactically, you would respect this guy even more.
Definitely, yeah.
Okay, now coming to David. What do you think? I'm not asking you the result. I'm asking what do you expect the game to be as?
I expect the game to be tough. That's for sure. It's two titans.
For you all or for us?
For both. Because it's two titans competing against each other. It's a final. It's Copa del Rey final. Both teams have worked here to get here. A well anticipated match for a long time now.
Yeah.
And now we are meeting in a final. And it's going to be tough. Tough is not even a great word to describe it. It's going to be more than tough. And both teams have to just step up. Carlo has to bring forth his best 11.
Potentially this could be his last game as well.
Potentially
Yeah.
could be his last game. Hansi Flick has to bring forth his best 11. I think we do know what it will be.
Yeah.
And to see how they play, what type of attacks do they conjure up, and how do they counter those attacks. Those are, I think, the main things, and who is more resilient. Because in a game like this, which is two big titles, as I was saying, it is who wants it more
Correct.
and who's going to push for it more. So I think that's what it'll all come down to at the end of the day.
Yeah.
I think Yamal will be the one to create a lot of chances, but as I was seeing today's game as well, I mean, the game against Mallorca,
Yeah.
he was trying but not quite able to finish
Yeah.
one-on-ones as well. And all.
Yeah.
But
He missed a very bad one.
yeah, but in front of Madrid, I think it's because of the thing inculcated in them that Madrid versus Barcelona, it's two big games, and I mean it is for both sides. So we'll have to see how it plays out.
Yeah.
As for
For sure.
Yeah.
Like, if you ask me, I would expect this game to be very tough. As you said, it is Madrid's defense against Barca's
attack.
lethal possession play.
Mhm.
So it's like you can. It's like a jigsaw. One person's strength is another person's weakness. Wouldn't say weakness, but not speciality. So I would expect this game to be a bit more tough. And obviously for Madrid it means more because that's probably one of the only shots for a title this season.
Yeah.
Probably the only.
The only, right?
The only one of two shots, I think. I think
Yeah,
now
and the La Liga.
UCL is gone. La Liga will be on the 11th
But I think,
if we don't.
But I think
lose
that
till then.
is, I think it will make it better for for Madrid as well, because they are only competing in 2 tournaments now and we are
Yeah.
competing in 3. So they have
Yeah.
more
So do you
rest
think there's a
possible.
psychological edge there? Sorry for that.
So a psychological edge, I think Barca will still have the upper hand because of the previous 2 results, because they know that they can get a result done against them, and it doesn't look like Madrid are even playing at their top, even though they have such good players. It doesn't look like they are playing as a team. So I think Barca still have the psychological edge, but Madrid have to prove to their fans
Madrid
as well.
has something to prove, and I
Yeah.
think for Barcelona the only problem will be that they do not have much of rest
Yeah.
because they are playing 3 tournaments now.
Midweek
where
game,
midweek
3 games in a week.
All this, and Hansi Flick also had mentioned this in one of the press conferences or in an interview. He first said about people crying, and then later he himself said a similar thing along the lines of not getting rest for the teams, which is really tough when you see that a team like Madrid, a team like Barcelona, you're playing league, Copa del Rey, UCL, jumping back and forth, week games, barely 2 days in between,
Yeah.
not even enough time to train, forget to recover.
Yeah.
So I mean, there's that. So I mean, I think a lot of those things will all be factored into what the final result will be.
But don't you think, like, obviously, Madrid will have time to prepare, and it's a big game for both of you guys. The
Yeah.
set of players know that. So I don't think, if you ask me personally, I don't think there's a psychological edge with someone, like towards someone, because obviously both the teams will go into this thinking obviously a potential trophy for y'all, it may be a potential treble.
Yeah.
For
potential
them,
trophy.
one of the only chances for a trophy
Sure.
this
Yeah.
season.
Yeah.
And 2 Titans,
Wow,
as you
the
said.
tables have turned.
Real.
But I don't think you'll ever want to travel to talk.
No,
Yeah,
damn.
exactly. But like,
We have,
It's
we
not
can
about-
relate.
Yeah.
it's not about that. It's about us going from winning trophies to worrying about whether we will close the season off with a trophy or no.
But I think if you ask a Madrid fan as well this season, they would rather not win a trophy this season because they want
Right.
the players to have a reality check as
Yeah,
well.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's a very valid point, and a very good thing that you said. So yeah, let's see how that plays out. Quick predictions for the
The scoreline.
11. No,
The 11.
for the
11, yeah.
11. Yeah.
Okay.
What
So
do you think? What would be your ideal 11?
I think no. Based on current situations, I think Szczesny is going to be in goal. Right back Koundé, centre back Kubasi, Inigo Martinez. Left back if Balde comes back. Hopefully he comes back. Balde on my left back. De Jong, Pedri. Right winger Yamal. Left winger Rafinha. My attacking midfielder, I will start with Fermin and bring on Olmo in the second half because I think Olmo does better with a more tired squad.
Mhm.
And I mean, we need Fermin for the aggressiveness and a striker Ferran Torres.
And what's your 11?
My 11. What? What do you want?
A predicted level.
My
A predicted
11.
level.
What I think.
What do you
Yeah,
Carlo
what do
will
based on
put
current
or
situation?
What do I want?
Based on the current situation,
Based on the current
what do you
situation.
think Carlo will put?
Yeah.
What do you think Carlo will put? Okay. Courtois in goal. Alaba on left.
Left
Ru-
back.
Rudiger and Asensio in center.
Yeah.
And Valverde or Vasquez on the right. Chamini on CDM. Bellingham, and if Valverde is playing on right back, then is Camavinga available? Or I think I'm not too sure.
I
Or
think.
he play Modric.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or maybe what we would rather prefer is Danny Ceballos. Danny Ceballos there, and obviously the front three is the front three. Vinicius, Mbappe, Rodrigo.
Rodrigo. Underrated, isn't he?
Very underrated, actually. Extremely underrated. Probably the biggest workhorse on the team, but doesn't.
No,
get his flowers
that's
as much.
Valverde.
For
Yeah.
sure.
I mean, after Valverde, let's say.
For sure. And then finally, the result, the scoreline.
Sorry.
Joshua will start with you.
Yeah,
Okay.
go ahead.
So, That's. I mean, like, I don't think Barca might keep a clean sheet at the final. So I think it'll be a 3-1 or a 4-1 to Barca, or a 4-2 to Barca.
Mr. UCL.
I hope it's not that big of a lead. Maybe Barca is winning it by 3-2. Maybe.
Close game.
Very close game. Hoping for it to be. Let's
I mean,
see.
like, if Madrid, like,
If Madrid step up,
then even, yeah.
then they can even win it.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think they can. If
But
Barca get
that's if.
overconfident, we need Barca to have the calm minds
Yeah.
and keep, like I said before, that they
You
need
don't
to
want
get
any
their-
players
Yeah.
getting into their minds.
Yeah, we don't need that.
Yeah.
Plus, we will have the Bayern Inter game to after that, so we need to
Correct.
focus on all that stuff.
So you need to balance out the
Yeah.
squad, the injuries, taking into
We
everything.
face the two Champions League semi-finals, and then we face Madrid again in the Clásico.
Yeah,
So
correct.
it's a very
As
tough
the
run for us.
11th May one.
Yeah, and it's a
Yeah.
very
And
tough.
that I think is the probably could be the decider for the
Yeah, the
league
tie-
as well.
Yeah.
So
So I think
I think that's
that's
it for
our
us.
special.
Yep. So that's
Copa
our
del
cue
Rey session.
to kind of say goodbye to you, at least for now.
Yeah. So drop
So-
down who do you all think will win the Copa del Rey final with your scoreline predictions as well. And thank you once again for tuning in to Split by the Badge. And
And
Visca Barca.
Hala Madrid. Do not say it.
Yeah.
Football is life.
That's better.
If you know, you know.
That's better. And thank you so much, and everybody have an amazing day. Go watch the Copa del Rey and drop down in the comments what do you think, who's going to win it. And I think that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So take care, stay safe, have a fabulous day ahead.
And goodbye.
Goodbye. Bye bye.